off the bat, I will say, like I said before, the Kissing Booth 1 and 2, they're trashy, they're very silly, they're very dumb. They feel like they are about 15 years at least behind the times, to be honest, in terms of her relationships. I mean, this Noah character, I mean, there's nothing to him, to be honest. I'm team Marco, I will say. Noah, you know, there's nothing to him. He's kind of, in the first film especially, he walks around beating people up, and he's like really rude and just not really nice person. So like, and he's quite controlling of her as well, especially in the second one when he's like, oh, you should definitely come to Harvard. He's like quite controlling and a bit of a prat, to be honest. So it feels like very kind of backward representation. It doesn't feel like it's made for today's audience. It does feel like it was made for an audience in the 90s, especially with the plot point of the dance competition. Because, I mean, I remember seeing an episode of Saved by the Bell, which was released in 1989, and there was the exact same storyline. But for all of its flaws, for all of, like, you know, the bad acting, the cheesy moments, which are, there's so many to kind of choose from, I kind of like it for the fact that it is very trashy. I gotta say, I was watching it and I was so engrossed in the drama. I was so engrossed in the tea. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe that tea. Yeah, stirring that tea. I felt like Kermit in that meme where he's like drinking the tea and he's like, that ain't none of my business or whatever, you know? I felt like Kermit. So like for all of its flaws, I would be lying if I didn't say I was kind of wrapped up in the drama, wrapped up in the tea, and kind of enjoyed it for what it was. It's nothing groundbreaking. It's way too long at 2 hours, 10 minutes. But if you're a fan of the books, and I imagine there are a lot of people who are fans of the books and fans of the first film, I think they'll watch this and they won't be disappointed. The drama has been upped by like 11. You know, the goss has been upped. They've just taken the first film and just built on the drama very, very well. So to the point where it's hard to keep up with at some points. But yeah, I would be lying if I didn't say I kind of enjoyed it. This would be the type of film, Dan, where me and you would go and sit and watch it. It's like a kind of Midnight Sun type of movie, or like a 5 Feet Apart type movie, you know, with like a poppy soundtrack you kind of throw away, but quite entertaining at the time, quite cheesy in its moments. It's not a bad film, it's not a good film, it's just sort of there. And yeah, I would be lying if I didn't say I was kind of engrossed by the drama. So that's The Kissing Booth 2. If you're a fan of the first film and you're a fan of the books, you'll really like this. And I will say, I can't wait for The Kissing Booth 3.